Most of us have suffered by one way or another with a broken heart. However, most of us tend to get over this situation by one way or another and carry on with our everyday lives. But what happens when you cannot control your feelings? Is the sign of rejection a form of weakness, or is it a sign of loneliness? Heartland Smallfella was a major gangster figure during the 1920s. Smallfella lived with his girlfriend Sally Hartpulley in the city of Twin Pum Stem. The two were very much in love and would often go out shopping together when Smallfella wasn't working. And then one day Sally fell for another man by the name of Rex Turner. Smallfella had no idea that Sally was seeing another guy behind his back. He trusted her so much. And anyway, no one is gonna mess with the girlfriend of the #1 gangster. And then one day, a close friend of Heartland's by the name of Jellyfish Peg broke the news that Sally was having an affair. It was time to get the boys together. That evening, Small Fella and the boys waited outside Rex's place. They waited for the right moment. It was all over. Both Rex and Sally were killed. Small Fella had taken out both Sally and Rex. He then went over to the bodies and ripped their hearts out and placed them in a box and buried it. Legend has it that by putting their hearts together, Small Fella had unknowingly gave Rex and Sally an internal bond which would last forever. However, many believe that both Sally and Rex's spirit still roam the grounds, trying to find a way to open the box. Many locals claim that two will be trapped on this earth and will never be able to move on spiritually unless that box can be found and opened. Our first interview is with a Tommy the Johnny, the grandson of the Heartland Small Fella. Tommy told us that he knew his grandfather very well. He told us that he still finds it difficult to believe that Small Fella had killed his girlfriend. How could anybody kill somebody that they love? We asked Tommy what did he know about the story about Rex Turner. Tommy said, well, Rex was a dog, wasn't he? He was not a human. He was a bloody pet. So why did Sally run off with a dog? Tommy said that the only thing he could think of was, well, his grandfather, Small Fella, didn't like pets, and Sally was mad on dogs. So perhaps Sally thought the only way that she was going to get a pet dog was to pass it off as a human. Our second interview is with a Bobby Benthead, who is still a leading figure with the Benthead gang. Bobby told us that he heard the story about Small Fella, Sally and Rex. He went on to say that he knew Small Fella and that he was not a nice guy to know at all, and you wouldn't upset him. This is what happened with Sally and Rex. Sally ran off with Rex behind small fella's back. So small fella got hard and ripped their hearts out and then placed them in a box. Allergy suggested that we used a sat-nav to help us find our spirits, or as ghost hunters call it, an EMD, also known as an electronic mapping device. The device worked simple. All you had to do was put the name of the spirit in there and it would guide you like a sat-nav. So we hired a car, packed all our gear and went in search of Sally and Rex. After a few miles, the EMD had brought us to a strange part of town. We had not stopped long when a rough-looking guy came over to speak to us. We discovered that his name was Sticky Finger Drake, a local con man who would finger anyone who upset him. Sticky told us that we would not find any so-called spirit of Sally or Rex around here. When we asked him why, he replied that he was the reincarnation of Rex. Was Sticky telling us the truth or not? We needed answers, so we asked Sticky whether he would be prepared to undergo hypnotherapy to prove whether or not he was telling us the truth. Sticky agreed to this, so we brought in a local hypnotist by the name of Bonky Eyes Jones to help us with our investigation. After a few hours of being placed in a trance, Bonkai told that Sticky Fingers came out with some interesting facts about Rex. He said that Rex was not a real dog. He was a cross between a dog and a wolf. In other words, he was a wolf. And that he liked chasing bones. After weighing up the evidence, we really could not believe Sticky Fingers' story about being Rex in a previous life. After all dogs that bark sound like a wolf. And everybody knows that a dog likes a bone. So we find it hard to believe Sticky Fingers' story.